Okay, so small celebration, I guess. It didn't rain last night, and no wild gusts. But this is just to have a look at. This is the Amazon River Delta, let's call it. And these are my daily dots. You can see it's higgledy-piggledy, run around all over the place, but fairly straight until we get to the area where the river starts. And now I've done on 2 days, let's call it 3, of relatively straight after. And this area here is a bit all over the place, but those daily miles are really low, so they're all under 80. That one of theirs I think is 36, that one might be 20. But pretty much from this point here, to where I am there now, it's taken me 2 weeks, and it's 700 miles. So that's, you're looking at 50 miles a day average. Half of what I was expecting, or double the amount of time. So this has been quite difficult, this area here, in terms of rain, squally rain. Strong wind, squally rain. But now I just want to, I'm going to have to pause, but I just want to show you this book. Michael Palin, Erebus, and Palin, Ye of the... And I looked at it and I recognized the face, and I thought, where do I know this guy from? And it didn't take me long, and I worked out that he was Ken. in A Fish Called Wonder. So there you have it. Anyway, let me just pause this. So yeah, anyway, I realized I haven't done my homework for this area at all. I thought I'd cross the equator, get into the doldrums, get stuck for a couple of days, and then find the trade winds. And that's not how it works. And it seems that Rodney, you should have done your homework properly. Rodney didn't. Anyway, you can see that I'm sticky. It's hot, it's sticky, and because of the weather, the hatches are closed. The hatches are closed, and there's not much air down here. I've opened up 1 or 2 this morning because it's the first morning of a little bit of sanity, let's call it. But I just want to read this bit to you here. I'm going to go onto it. Let's see if I can do both here. Erebus is the ship. As Erebus and Terra, so it's a sister ship, and they were going down to Antarctica, approached the equator. They entered the latitudes between the northeast and southwest trade winds. Violent gusts of wind and torrents of rain alternate with calms and light, baffling breezes, observed Ross, the captain, which, with the suffocating heat of the electrically charged atmosphere, render this part of the voyage both disagreeable and unhealthy. If Ross, in his spacious stern cabin, found it uncomfortable, one can only imagine how much worse it must have been below decks, even with the hatches opened. So, there you have the explanation for the ITCZ, I think they call it now. In the old days, the doldrums. So that's what I need to have had to accept. And we're plodding. So this morning we are, let's have a quick look here, down to 760, which is not too bad, but check here. 1.4, 1.0, it's very, very slow. The yesterday was a total of 68, I think, which is, well, I've learned to accept that. And here's our little track now. We're heading up a little bit, but I'll see, let the wind decide for the day what it wants to do. Let's go and have a look outside. Morning, Patrick. All right, so we have a quick peep here. The clivias are doing fine. The speckworms are all doing fine. In fact, they're loving this heat, aren't they? My chili died, so the hot air there in Ascension. And I've got one that's popping here. There it comes there now. So a chili born off the Amazon. And these things are kind of like just letting them hang on now and see what happens. I've put some seeds in there. Don't know what's going to go on there. Anyway, unfortunately, Leon and Cecile, the coral tree didn't make it. Alright, let's have a peep here. So we've got quite a nice morning, but a bit of rock and roll. It's not too bad though. In fact, it's quite calm for this neck of the woods. But okay, let's just get standing up here. No, we can. So yesterday was completely closed over, and they were just surrounded by squalls and shitty. But it was a weird day. And this morning I've woken up with partly cloudy. You can see sometime last night, it was around about midnight, I changed the sails again back to straight downwind because that was the wind. And just look around, we look around, and it's partly cloudy. So there's nothing that's sort of saying to me there's shit on the way. It looks okay. And maybe, okay, maybe I'm not going to say anything. That's better. Let's just say nothing about the trade winds. And we take what there is. On a daily basis, we take what there is, Rodney. And that's about it. So, 760 to go. So, 760 to go. At 100 miles, it's a week, but I haven't done 100 miles for more than 2 weeks.